Alright, another nightcap video. I'm really proud of myself. This is actually, I think, the fourth one in a row I've done, which I'm not going to commit to doing one all the time or every night, but I'm going to try and do it as often as I can. So today's story is involving Scarlett and Gianna. Gianna's my 14-year-old, and then Scarlett's 10. Scarlett has a rough go of things sometimes. She's a middle child, so I think a lot of those things usually apply, like the standard middle child syndrome, even though she's only been a middle child for a year, but for some reason it just kind of ended up that way for the first 9 years of her life. But anyway, she was having a rough day. Soccer game didn't go as planned. She's really hard on herself. The coach yelled at her, but the coach is wonderful. Scarlett just doesn't take to criticism that well sometimes. She needs to work on it. But anyway, she had already been kind of bummed because the soccer game happened, but then before that, she really likes one of Gianna's friends, Kaylee, an older friend. So obviously, you know, she's older, she's Gianna's age, and it is her birthday party this weekend. And Scarlett was really bummed that she wasn't invited because her and Kaylee really get along and she thought they were friends. She even went so far as buying Kaylee a gift, just a gift card, but she purchased it for her out of her own money. So when she wasn't invited to the birthday party, she was a little bummed. So today was the game, the soccer game, and then afterwards is the birthday party. Well, it turned out that one of Kaylee and Gianna's friends wasn't gonna go, and so there was an open slot to they were going axe throwing, and so Gianna decided to ask Kaylee. I prompted slightly. Gianna asked Kaylee, and they kind of were good and happy with inviting Scarlett. So after the game today, Scarlett, you know, was hard on herself and bummed out, and Gianna got to tell her that she was invited to Kaylee's party, and she got this little smile on her face, and she had been upset and crying slightly. No real tears yet, but she just, like, after hearing the news that she was going to go to the birthday party, she kind of just shut her eyes and gave a little smile, and this one little tear rolled out of her eye. So it was really sweet. She was really excited to go. And then bonus, so they went axe throwing, and Gianna's friend's mom sent me a video, and Scarlett, you know, is throwing it over her head at the board, bullseye. Gianna threw it, not a bullseye, but still hit the board, which is an achievement. But I showed the video to Vince, and he's like, "My kids are Vikings." He was super excited and proud of them because he found out a couple years ago that he actually has some Nordic lineage in his DNA. We did the DNA test, so now that's his whole thing is he's a Viking, and he's really excited about that. He watched the show Vikings, so he feels like a little kid knowing that he's part Viking, and now seeing that his kids can throw axes, it's just kind of solidified that Viking status. So that's my story of the day. A little longer, but there was some backstory to why the moment of them being at the axe throwing place, and just, you know, Scarlett, she has a special place in my heart. So not that all three of my kids do, but I relate to her a lot. So seeing her get that moment was special for me and special for her, I'm sure. So that's my nightcap.